Yo, what's the deal? It's me. I'm back once again with another talking video. I'm on my Bobby Dynamite today. I know I had mentioned him in a previous video, and a lot of the stuff that he does, which is just literally sitting and talking about whatever the he wants. I wanted to get a little piece of that. So Bobby, if you ever see this, I'm not stealing. You're just inspiring, brother. You're inspiring. What's the preface of today's video, though? The preface is I have this SRO on my dagger right now, which I never even mentioned. I didn't buy this SRO. A good friend of mine, Evan, he actually let me borrow this SRO for the time being. I actually have not even shot it in a match or anything. I was just like, my dot was broken from the last video. I was talking about my dot being broken and I needed to get a new dot on there. He was like, you can borrow this for the time being. So I've had it sitting on this gun and I have not shot it in a match. And I feel pretty weird having a optic on the gun that's more expensive than the entire gun itself. So I'm about to take this off and I'm going to put on the optic that the company sent me back. So Zulisy sent me right back out the optic that I ended up breaking. The plus button was actually broken. So they just sent me the same model again. And I'm going to install that back on the dagger because a cheap gun deserves a cheap optic. I guess this is like a couple thing in one type of video. It's an unboxing, it's a uninstall, it's a comment reading session, it's a whole bunch of shit. So this is the Zulisy Oak. It was actually in a different box than what it was initially. So like I said, it's an entire new optic for me. Let's just take all this shit out. It's the regular stuff. Oh, they actually gave me an optic cover this time, which is sick. The thing is, I ordered the Zulisy optic from Amazon the first time I got it. And I think getting stuff from Amazon probably isn't the way to go because it's not really the same shit, honestly. It's like all this stuff didn't come in it. I didn't have all these screws. I didn't have all, was this a plate? Don't tell me there's a plate in here. No, it's just screw. I didn't have any of this shit in my original one. I don't know why it's all coming with this now. Yeah, I guess, I'm gonna put this optic on this other gun because Zulisy decided to fix something for me, so I really appreciate them for that. Yeah, the optic looks different too. This is like a really, like I wanna compare it to the optic that you guys had saw on my other one. This is really different than what my other optic looked like. It's the same brand, the Oak, or the same model, but I don't fucking know. I'm just here to talk. What's on my mind? I had two matches this past weekend. One out at Howell and then one out at DSC. I shot pretty subpar, both of them, but I shot a little better out at Howell. I think when it comes to being at matches with people that I know are like really, really good, DSC, for example, I was trying to base a lot of my game off of a couple people that were there. So there's these two guys, James Worm and Matt Decker, that I constantly shoot with out here, and they're really good at the sport. And I think one thing that I do is I get very like, I need to be like them-ish in a way. And I try to like base my game off of somebody else or something else that I don't usually do, rather than shooting my own game. And I know it's a flaw of mine, and it's something I need to get out of. Coming up, I have Michigan Sectional on the 27th, which is this upcoming Saturday. And hopefully by then I can just get into the mindset of my own game and realize that, hey, the only person that can shoot like you is yourself. Those two matches went okay. How I won out at, and then I placed 4th in carry optics out at DSC. It was just really fun hanging out with everybody at that match too. I got to shoot with Harrison, a teammate of mine on Oak Ammo. That was fun. Watching him run his PCC always makes me want to get a fucking PCC, but it's not my time yet. The one thing I hate about, see, you guys just seen this firsthand. Cheap tools are not okay, ever. I just broke the shit out of this fucking thing, bro. I knew that was gonna happen as soon as I started twisting. Fuck, I'm a fucking mess, bro. Well, there goes that one. What do I use then? What can I? Probably use the thing that came in the RMR box, huh? That's the thing about these, like, installing optics and stuff. Using that Loctite stuff, it will really show you like, yeah, this stuff's locked down. You're not getting this thing off unless you do it the right way. Put that on and give it a good twist to the left. Yeah, this is on there. Fuck, what did I do? Forgive me, I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been a day. It might seem like a minute or two to you. It's been an entire day for me. I had to go to a gunsmith's this morning because I stripped the dog shit out of that screw on this fucking SRO. I want y'all to look at this shit and see how bad I did it. Good news is we got the screw off. Bad news is this screw is unusable. The amount of Loctite I had on this screw was kind of nuts, and now the screw is stripped to shit. You probably can't tell. Actually, yeah, you can tell pretty well. We had to drill the hell out of this screw. So Richard, the guy that I get a lot of my gunsmithing stuff from, has a lot of the equipment that you need to use to get out of a screw or get the screw out of the optics. And I went to him this morning and he got it off after like fucking 10 minutes of drilling. So Richard, thank you for that. I really appreciate you again. So the SRO is off. I'm taking it back to the rightful owner in the next couple of days or so. And we got the Zulisy optic on. I have not zeroed it. I did not take it to go get it zeroed, but it's on there. And I will be getting it zero hopefully soon. Like I was saying though, this optic is different than the one I had the first time. I'll probably do like a little comparison of how they looked from my EDC video to now, but like this one is very RMR-y. Like it's more square. It's not as rounded off as the other one was for some reason. So I'm confused on why that's the case, but I guess it's a new updated model. The buttons feel a lot better, I will say that. Like the buttons aren't as like loose and like soggy feeling. So that's good. I'm just glad I got it replaced, or I'm glad that they replaced it for me by warranting it. So where was I at? I actually don't even remember what I was talking about. This Saturday, I have Michigan Sectional, which is my first major match. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know how I'm going to do, but the more and more I think about it, I'm freaking myself out for some reason. It's another match. It's just 10 stages, and I'm praying that the R word doesn't happen. It's supposed to R word. And if it does R word, it's only gonna R word the day that I shoot. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's not I can't control it, but I can control the way that I approach the stages based off the environment. So if it does R word, I'll try to make it work. If it doesn't R word, that'll be awesome. So that should be good on Saturday. I'm ready to do that, get that done and out the way. And then I have a match on Sunday, which is LCSA's 2-gun Michigan Mafia. I think it's hosted by TreasureCon or something like that. I'm hoping to do good at that too. I haven't shot rifle in a minute because my ammo is kind of like concerning me. I keyhole once again at the range with the new rifle that I'm using, and I think it is an ammo issue. Just for, I guess, everybody's sake, I'm shooting Freedom Munitions 55 grain. It's new ammo, that's what they say. It's 55 grain new 223, so I'm hoping that I don't have any issues at the match, but it does make me kind of nervous. I'm gonna read through a couple comments on the last video I posted, the last talking video, which was the gun tube video that I had talked about. I guess to preface this, the video was mostly about, if you haven't watched it, go watch it, but the video is mostly about how I wanted to be more of a competition shooter than a gun tuber, and product reviews and stuff like that really probably isn't for me, but somebody made a really good point on this. Let me see if oh yeah, it was Peter Castle. So Peter Castle, I don't know if I'll ever be as successful as a gun tuber, but I'm just being me, showing what I like and what I'm into. If you're true to yourself and doing what you love, you'll always be successful. Best of luck in whatever you do. First of all, Peter, thank you for the words. I've been eating shit like that sometimes. Like some people say you probably aren't a gun tuber yet. There's someone else that probably said you aren't maybe, okay, James Meadows says maybe you are a gun tuber, but you haven't broken through yet. Not gonna happen overnight. Keep rocking out, keep your head up. Maybe look for someone who can do crazy edits for you so you can focus on the aspect of shooting and networking aspect. James, like I said, the last guy, thank you for the words. Maybe I'm not a gun tuber yet, like you were saying. Maybe it'll take a little bit of time. I do enjoy competition shooting much more than I do love doing reviews, but I only say that because I have not had the money to go buy stuff and do reviews on it because I'm so focused on getting good at competition shooting. Like you said, maybe in the future when I start getting better and I start winning more, and hopefully that comes very soon, that I can maybe, I guess, do some more gun tubing stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but we'll just see as the future comes. Miss Gina Tree says, I'm glad I found you. I shared your video. You never know, you might be moving up. Keep going. Thank you, Miss Gina Tree. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna definitely keep on going. Julio says, I think it's great to see someone recognize their own approach can be unique, and that's what they want to pursue. I think Ben Stoker models that well. He's not doing YouTube like a gun tuber, and yes, it's Ben Stoker, but also it's his approach and it's successful. He backs what he says by his experience. There are some talented people out there that have real experience, and the gun tube slop they turn out is just that, slop. do you, man, and you'll definitely find your success in what you do. Yeah, gun tubing, definitely, there's a lot of slop in gun tubing. And I don't know if I want to be in that position to where I'm just making a bunch of like product reviews and just sloppy content just to throw stuff out there, like the latest and quote unquote greatest stuff, and just creating the same videos over and over again that's really been done. Like I don't know, man. It's a strange feeling I'm going through right now. Nub shoots, someone will take a chance on you, don't worry, it's coming, homie. One of these days, Nubs. One of these days. Come back to YouTube, damn it. Start making some more videos. Shooty Liam says, I think a lot of companies will send out stuff if you have a big audience, regardless if it's a competition or not. Another way you might get some traction and sponsors is if you get a lot of wins in competition. That is the goal, I guess, is to start winning more in competitions. Skylar, DJ Dave Doubles, helped me break down a video, or the last video of mine at the last match I had. He helped me break down some of the things that I could probably be doing to lower my time in stages. He was talking to me about hit factor math and how, you know, certain hit factors can be like swayed on. I don't really know how to explain it, but there's a certain amount of alphas and charlies that you can get that makes up time. So you can cut out a lot of alphas and get a couple more charlies if you're better on time. And the whole math behind it all, I'm still learning it, but it's good to know that there's somebody out there that's really good at the sport that's also trying to get me to that level. Because Skylar's a fucking maniac, and that's one guy that I definitely strive to be like in the shooting world, because one of these days I gotta catch up to him somehow. He's probably gonna make me a very competitive shooter in the future, which I really appreciate from him. Let's do this. Cheap optics are absolutely worth this. I got a free one that came with my Springfield, and I know why it's free. Couldn't make it a whole mag before being off zero. I can't vouch for other brands, but Viridian so far works great for me, and they aren't expensive. That's from AMS 914. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Zulisy optic. It worked fine when I was shooting the old one. The only issue was, like I said, was the plus button ended up being broken. And I think the zero was thrown off after I flew back from Memphis. That was the first time I ever flew with a gun. And I don't know if it was the flight thing that threw it off or if it's just the optic itself, like going from one place to another. But honestly, the Zulisy's fine. I didn't want to put anything super expensive on this gun in the first place because it's a $300 gun. Like maybe not even $300. It's probably $250 at that. And I just didn't want to go out my way and start throwing some expensive shit on here, especially since I'm not actually going to be carrying it much longer, or even shooting in competitions at that. So this will be like the little relic that I have just sitting to the side whenever I need something, or I can make it like a bedside gun and just keep it loaded at all times. So the dagger might be going away soon, but it's been good to me. It'll still be here with me because I cannot resell this shit even if I wanted to. I honestly think that'll be all. I don't have much more to talk about. I'm just gonna be doing some slight dry fire throughout the week, both rifle and pistol platforms, because Michigan sectional Saturday, and then LCSA on Sunday, and then, oh, the third A3 EDC competition is also on Monday, so I'm hoping to do really good at that and maybe take home a third victory and another belt bounty. If you guys sat here and watched this entire video, if I could tell you one thing, do not over torque any screws for your optic, because you will have a hard time getting it out and potentially having to drill it out. So learn from me and up. If you guys watched this entire video, I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.